Hello friends and welcome back. So in this session we are going to cover the messaging bridge and foreign server. Okay, so let me mark it. So this we are going to cover here, right? So in the previous 4 sessions we have covered all the topics in detail, right? About the introduction to JMS, JMS server, persistent store, then some other resources of your JMS like sub deployment, connection factory, queue topic. Then we have discussed in detail about the JMS clustering, covering distributed queue and topic. Okay, so now let us talk about the messaging bridge and foreign server. So what we have discussed so far about the messaging, it is a system which allow the communication between different applications. Like we have discussed about, like we have application 1 and this application need to talk to application 2. Okay, so in between we have a JMS provider, and here WebLogic is working as a JMS provider. Okay, where we have the queue or topics. The application 1 send the message to queue or topic, and then application 2, okay, pick the message from here. Okay, so basically there are some different kind of a mechanism for processing the messages from a queue or a topic. Okay, when application is sending the message to a particular queue. Okay, then there would be certain MDBs, okay, message driven beans, okay, which always poll for this particular queue if there is a new message arrived or not. If any new message arrived for this one, this MDB process the message. Okay, that means when you have some destination application which may be polling for this particular queue, and as soon as a new message has been arrived, this will be processed by or pick, or this message will be picked by your application 2. Right. Now let us talk about the remote server. Now what is the meaning of remote server? Okay, it's simple. For example, I have a domain 1 where I have application 1. Okay, and we have a separate domain 2 where we have application 2. Okay, and it could be the situation where we have a domain 1 of WebLogic and the destination would be your some MQ server. Okay, so now this message from domain 1 need to send to the different server, remote server. Okay, this could be within your organization. This could be with some third-party organization where you have the integrations. Okay, and so this is called the remote servers. Remote servers, or specifically we can, in JMS we can define it as a foreign server. Foreign server. So this is completely a remote servers. Okay, and remote server could be a different WebLogic domain where some application is running, or it could be MQ server, or it could be Rabbit MQ, or it could be your Active MQ, or there could be multiple other messaging services are there. Okay, so it could be any where this message need to send. So that means your message from source which is running on a different domain need to send to a different application which is running remotely in a different domain, or maybe it is a third party applications like IBM MQ. Okay, so in this situation when your application 1 is sending to message to the different remote applications, okay, so during the sending of these messages this application has to be up and running, right? Because this application from domain 1 is going to send to the message which is on a remote server, so this need to be up and running. Okay, if this application is not available, then this could be a problem for your source application, right? Because it is trying to send the messages here, and but this is not, remote server is not available in this situation, right? So to deal with this kind of a situation, or otherwise you, in other way you can say, depend on your the availability of your foreign servers. Now what is the meaning of availability? So as I said, suppose I have a domain 1 and we have a remote server, we have a IBM MQ, and this domain 1 need to send message to IBM MQ. Okay, if this is a high available configuration, that means you have a clustering in place for the IBM MQ where the multiple parallel instances are running. Okay, and you're sure that, okay, I have a good highly available subsystem with me, okay, which will be up and running always 24/7. Okay, so in that case what we do, we define the configurations here for the JMS. It will directly send the message to MQ. There is no mediator in between. There is no mediator in between. Okay, your destination source will send message to your destination directly. That means it will call directly your destination. Okay, and it will send the message. So in that case you have to ensure that you have a good highly available destinations are available, which will be always be available 24/7 without any issues. Okay, if you have some issues here in your destination, then you will get the problem in your source system. For example, this is a domain where the application source application is running, okay, and it is trying to send message to directly to the remote server or directly to the foreign server, okay, and where you have a IBM MQ. Due to any reasons, if this MQ is not available, then your messages in the source will pile up, and here you may feel or you may get the problem of the stuck threads or the hogging threads, okay, because all the threads will try to send the message to a remote destination which is not available, right? So your thread will start hanging, and it will went into the hogging threads and stuck thread states. Okay, so this is the first situation. So for this kind of a configurations where you are directly sending message to a foreign server without any mediator, we use the foreign server, where we are sure that our foreign server is very highly available and good performative system where I can directly send the message. Okay, now second situation, if you don't want to give it this, like you don't want to give a chance that okay, my system is not very highly available, I may have a certain problems at a certain duration, I will not allow direct connection to my remote server. Okay, I need some mediator in between. Okay, so in this situation, we have the message or messaging bridge. Okay, so this is my domain one. This is my MQ server, which is running on remote machines. Okay, so here I will define a messaging bridge. Messaging bridge. Okay, so in messaging bridge, what I will do, I will map source and target or the destinations of my source and target. Okay, for example, I will in my domain one, I will define two destinations, destination one and destination two. So destination one, where the messages from my application one will get put. Okay, I have application one here. So my this application one going to send message to my Q1, okay, and from here Q1 the message will go to destination 2, which will be mapping of my MQ. Okay, so that means this messaging bridge is doing the mapping between source and target destinations, destination 1, destination 2, and there is a mapping in between with the help of messaging bridge. So I have two destinations here. One destination is for my source application and second destination is for my remote application. So from source application, message will put in my destination 1, and from destination 2 it will be go to destination 2, which is my foreign MQ. And this mapping between source and destinations, okay, this is we do with the help of messaging bridge. Okay, we do the mapping between source and target, right? So what we are doing now, we are not directly sending the message to my foreign server. Instead of that, I have a local destination here. My application is sending message to this one, and from there it is going to my second queue, or which is for the MQ. So now what will happen if suppose that this MQ is not available? Okay, my this application source application will not get impacted because this is sending the message to the local destination here. Okay, and from here it is going to my target destination. So if this is not available, my application will keep sending message to this particular queue which is for the destination, and it will keep processing, it will not impact it, right? And once this MQ is up, it will process the message from the destination queue. So this is the messaging bridge and foreign server. So basically this we use for the remote servers. The very first thing what we learn, it is for the remote servers. So remote servers could be a different WebLogic domain. It could be a MQ server, ActiveMQ, RabbitMQ, or any of the other third-party messaging systems. With foreign servers, we do not define any mediator. We directly send the messages to the destinations. We have to ensure that our destination is always available, up and running. Otherwise, you will face the problem with the source application. With the messaging bridge, we mapping the mapping between source and target, where we have a different destinations for source and this target. Okay, and if any problem is there with the target system, my source application will not get impacted.